Hello there, I got the GoPro Max. Just bought this recently, and it's a 360 camera. It films out each side, it's got a lens on each side, so films every direction, and you just choose what you want to see later. So let's jump into some footage and check it out. So I've just got the selfie stick jammed into the back of the carrier of the bike, and as you can see, the pole looks like it's invisible. It just doesn't film in this area here, so you can use whatever selfie stick you want. It won't film that area, and it just fills it in somehow. Magic. This is another thing you can do with it. You just put it on the ground and use it as a cameraman, and you can just follow yourself around doing whatever later on in the app. You can zoom in and out. Makes for a one-man operation real easy. So this is the Grand Theft Auto view. I made this backpack out of wood that you put on like a backpack, and with the selfie stick in the back, I made the pole a little bit longer. And this looks really cool. This looks like a floating camera. You can see it sometimes in the shadow to get an idea of what's going on. But it was just shaking around like crazy. Like, the image stabilization is so good on this camera. And I'd like to use this angle a lot more. This is where I took it mountain bike riding. It was a pretty scenic kind of a trail, but I tested it out anyway. Just playing around holding on to the stick, you can get some pretty cool views. But it makes it hard to ride with one hand, obviously. Something I do at the end here is swing it around my head. So that's kind of a cool angle you could do. This part here was a lot steeper and faster, so I held on with both hands and just rested it on the handlebar. And the camera was really rocking around, but the footage actually came out not too bad. Handled all the bumps and everything, so this is another cool view that you sort of can't really get any other way. Next I tried it underwater. With not very good results. There was a big seam line between the videos that you could see underwater. For some reason it doesn't pick it up. You could probably use the camera in normal hero mode and it would be fine, but I always got a big seam in it. All of this is filmed in 360. I did the whole video in 360, and this is a pretty good shot here. Riding along, and I'm just holding the selfie stick on the handlebar, sticking out in front of myself. And this was really good because I could see where the camera was pointing, and I wasn't too worried about it smacking into trees and that, because I could see where it was. And even though it was bouncing around, the footage still came out clear, and it was quite easy to ride like this too. So imagine if you were hitting big jumps or something like that, you could swing the camera around as you're in the air, you'd get some really cool shots. So the app for this is also really easy to use. You got an app on your phone, and you just click through where you want it to film, but it doesn't work on the computer, which is really annoying. So you got to download it all to your phone first and then put it to the computer, which is annoying, but other than that, can't complain about this camera. It's awesome. And also the battery only lasts about an hour. That's probably another thing I'd complain about. Well, what do you guys think? Pretty good? So I just had a cheap selfie stick that a mate gave me, and the end snapped off and the camera fell down, so you got to watch out. I'd get a more expensive one. So I just put a bit of aluminium plates on there to strengthen it up. This is my piece of wood I used as my backpack. It's got some straps and a big piece of wood sticking out the back with a hole drilled in it. That's about it. If you want to learn how to use the editing software, there's other videos on that. I'm not going into that, I'm too useless at it. So, see you next time.